Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Plants vs. Zombies. In the last episode, we took on the first half of World 3, the pool levels. And now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the latter half. As you might remember, we got the jalapeno at the end of the last episode there, which for 125 sun will take out an entire lane of zombies. Now we've got a new type of zombie here, a zomboni. Basically, this guy is riding, well, as you can see, a big zamboni, and basically it'll come across a lane, and it'll cover it in a sheet of ice. On top of also, these guys have a lot more HP than regular zombies. I don't know how they compare to cone heads or bucket heads off the top of my head, but the thing about the sheets of ice that they leave is that you can't plant plants on a tile that's covered in ice. So you're going to want to take care of them as quickly as possible. You can do that with the jalapeno. The jalapeno, the fire that it generates, will also burn away any ice that is there, which is another reason we're going to want the jalapeno in this level. I think we can afford to take the jalapeno over the cherry bomb here. Haven't really needed the cherry bomb much so far in this playthrough. I don't find myself using the cherry bomb a whole lot regularly, but it's always just nice to have in case you need it. As I've said multiple times, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
The zombies are coming.
Okay, we'll start with that. Okay, I want to get this squash out ASAP. And this sunflower as well. I don't know why I feel so much more like zen now than even compared to the last episode. Not that I even know what zen really means. I mean, I have a vague idea, but not like a real understanding of the concept. Okay, that's still recharging. There we go. It's funny, too, because I've just been guzzling coffee all morning, so you'd think I'd be more wound up, but maybe I've hit Zen mode in terms of caffeine, which I don't know if I've ever talked about that before, but basically, I affectionately, so sometimes I'll get on Magic Arena or like Hearthstone, and after I've had like a couple of beers or something, and I like to do what I like to call drunk drafting. Drunk drafting is really fun. I love drafting. In Hearthstone's case, it would be Arena. Although I still haven't played Hearthstone in a while. I can talk about that in a second, though. But, yeah, like on Magic Arena in particular, I like to do drafts. And I did it in Magic Online back when I used to play that, which was quite a while ago. Like multiple years ago, now that I think about it. Let's see, I'm going to get a squash out for this guy. And I didn't realize I had so much sun already. We can definitely go ahead and just start planting these snow peas. And of course the zombie shows up on this lane. But, we'll throw a repeater there. And now I can throw a snow pea there. But yeah, like I was saying, drunk drafting. I like to do that a lot just because it's, I don't know, it's fun. You make a lot more like weird decisions, which can be fun. Get a little bit more adventurous with the decks you build, which I tend to be pretty cautious in that regard usually. So anyway, though, there's a point in the night where like you hit a certain level of buzzed or tipsy, and like you can still draft really well. And sometimes I feel like I draft better than I normally would if I wasn't, and I affectionately refer to that as Zen mode. But, you know, you have one more beer, and then it's like a downward slope from there. In terms of, like, how good your draft deck is actually going to be. So, if I ever refer to Zen mode, I'm kind of, like, making a nod towards that. I don't know, probably didn't need that detailed of an explanation, but it's not even a term I made up now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure I saw that, like, probably on the Magic subreddit. Oh yeah, but I was going to say Hearthstone. I've talked about this in a couple of different videos, but I'll tell you honestly, at this point, I still don't really feel that compelled to play Hearthstone, even after Battlegrounds came out. Yeah, I saw the whole Battlegrounds announcement, and it's out at this point that I'm recording this video. And I saw the announcement for the new set, and I don't know, I just, and it's funny, because, I mean, this is all pretty much repeating something I said in, like, I think a Stardew Valley episode. Okay, here comes the Zomboni, so I'm definitely going to want to take the Jalapeno, use that to take him out right away. You see that took out the entire lane there, as well as instantly killed him. Had I not done that, yeah, he would have started coming out and leaving this whole sheet of ice, which in this front part isn't that big of a deal because I'm not really planting there, but I still would like to avoid that, if possible. But yeah, it's funny because I've never really considered myself like a very political person. I don't really like to, I mean, okay, I'm gonna say this, I don't really like to talk about politics, and most people, when they hear people say that, they're like, oh, that person likes to be, like, willfully ignorant or something. No, I keep up with politics, don't get me wrong. I read the news, online. I don't really watch it on TV, because I think a lot of, well, that's a rant for a different day, but, yeah, I keep up with the news online, I read it, I don't know, I don't really like talking about it that much, and it's not that, you know, it's not that I'm trying to keep myself willfully ignorant, or like, it's not that I don't like, well, I know it is that I don't like the discussion piece of it, I don't know, I just don't like talking about it with other people. I like the idea of being able to have, you know, conversations about political topics, but in practice, I don't really enjoy it, ever, honestly, but, but what I'm getting at here is that, like, normally, I didn't think something like the whole, Blizzard China thing would, like, get to me so much. Oh, shoot. You know what, here, let me show you this. You can also use squashes to destroy the Zombonis there, if you don't have enough sun for a jalapeno, like the situation I was in just there. Yeah, when the whole Blizzard China thing was happening... Oh, we're done with the level already. So yeah, there we got spikeweed, which is a plant that I like, honestly. I like it, I think, more than... Well, I guess I've only really watched one other person play this game on YouTube, and they actually like this plant a lot too, so I don't know why I was about to say I like it more than most people. I don't know how most people feel about this plant, but yeah, as you can see, it pops tires, which will instantly kill the Zombonis, but it'll also hurt zombies that walk across it. As zombies walk across it, it'll take away from the plant's HP, so you do have to kind of watch out for that, but I think it's a pretty effective way to deal damage to zombies, and it's not a strategy I normally employ, but it's not a strategy I'm opposed to using either. So, let's see. Gotta get our essentials here. I'm starting to wonder if the repeater really is an essential. Definitely getting that to show it off. With that, we can take cherry bombs too. I guess it's between the walnut and the repeater now. I'll just take the repeater. I was starting to wonder if the repeater was really necessary, because I was thinking about this in between videos, actually. I could just be planting more snow peas. I guess I would want to know exactly how much the snow pea slows zombies down, because if it slows it down at a good enough rate, I mean, the snow pea is effectively a repeater in that it'll deal damage equivalent to the repeater. Obviously, it only shoots one pea at a time, but it might slow them down enough that the damage, like, what am I trying to say here? The damage is, like, equivalent to as though a repeater were firing. But as I was about to say, and I promise I'll be done with the whole, like, I don't know, I guess, somewhat political talk here, but, yeah, I didn't expect the whole Blizzard China thing to, like, get to me as much as it did, but, like, I don't know. Every time I think about going to play Hearthstone, I'm just like, I just feel very about it. Like, I don't really want to do it. And that could also just be a sign that I'm, like, a little bit done with Hearthstone. I don't know. Because it's partly the whole controversy or whatever, but it's also just, like, I've gone... Oh my god, hang on. Let me take a drink of water real quick. there we go. Okay, feels better. I've already gone through this cycle so many times with Hearthstone, where I'm like into it, and then I'm not, and then I'm into it again, and then I'm not, and it goes the same every single time. A new expansion or adventure mode will come out. I'll be really into it, play it a lot. Then a couple weeks will pass, or like not even, honestly, lately it's not even been a couple of weeks. It's just been like a week and a half or so will pass, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm over it. I'm good on Hearthstone for a while, and then I just don't play again until the new expansion comes out. The next new expansion, the next new adventure. But I don't know, at this point Hearthstone feels like a little bit stale to me as a game. So maybe it's more of that, and maybe it's not. Oh, I should have put that down here. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe it's more of that, but yeah, as you can see, as this guy's walking across it, that guy's dealing damage to him. So maybe it's not so much the China thing. Maybe it's a combination of the China thing and just feeling stale with the game. But whatever it is, I don't know. I just don't have that much compulsion to play Hearthstone. I guess in that regard, I should apologize if you, like, were really looking forward to seeing Tombs of Terror in hard mode, or heroic mode, rather. Or if you were really looking forward to more Hearthstone videos from me. But, I gotta be super duper honest with you. At this point, I'm really not feeling it. But anyway, enough about that. Let's actually get back to talking about Plants vs. Zombies here. So yeah, I'm throwing down these spike weeds. I want to throw them down at the beginning here, so that way they can not only damage zombies as quickly as possible, but also pop the Zombonis tires as quickly as possible as well. And I never really considered. Oh god, my voice cracking all left and right here. I never really considered before how effective of a combination the Snow Pea and the spikes can be. Obviously, the spikes slowing the Snow Peas slowing the zombies down, so it takes them longer to get across the spikes there. But oops. Oh well, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I think the spikes are a very effective strategy, considering also that they're really cheap and they recharge really quickly. I am still going to throw repeaters on the pool lanes, though, because, as you might be able to guess, can't put spikes in the pool lanes. Spikes cannot go on top of... Yeah, spikes can only be planted on solid ground. They can't go on lily pads there. Okay, looks like they're all still good. I don't remember whether or not spikes will actually show any signs of being damaged. I feel like they do, but at the same time, I feel like they might not. But basically, it's just always a good idea to keep an eye on your spikes, see if any of them have gone away, and try to replant them if they have. Get these repeaters out on the pool here. Oh man, I don't know why, because I've been saying pool like multiple times throughout these last couple of videos, but when I said the word pool just now, it reminded me of a dream I had, like, God, I think like a week ago? Maybe even longer than that. No, I think it was about a week ago. I don't remember at all, actually. It wasn't last night. I know that. Do I know that? I don't know. Dreams are so weird. But it reminded me of a dream I had about sneaking into a hotel pool. Which is weird that I would dream about that, because, like, I don't particularly enjoy swimming. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. I'll do it, but I don't really, like, super duper like it. And I definitely don't like swimming in hotel pools, I'll tell you that right now. At my old job at the community center, I did a lot of pool work, and I would, like, test the pool, chemicals. I'd do, like, very light maintenance on the, like, pool motor room, or in the pool motor room and all that stuff. Very light as in I I don't know extensively about pool motors. I basically knew how to turn a few valves, and that was more or less it. But, yeah, I'll just say this much. I'll conclude this little story with this much. If you like hotel pools and jacuzzis especially, don't take a pool operators class. You'll learn a lot of things that you may not want to learn about hotel pools and such. Okay, you see the Zomboni coming up here. Yeah, you see it pop the tire there. That was actually enough to take out the spikeweed. I don't think that always happens. I think that just happened because that spikeweed had already taken so much damage. But, okay, we do have another wave after this. So, okay, I'm going to plant this here. And then I'm going to put a repeater here. And then basically I'm just going to try to keep an eye on my spikeweed. As you can see, I've got enough spikeweed going all the way up to my snow peas. And, like, none of these zombies are getting anywhere close. You know what? I'm actually going to do this. Okay, that actually does take the spikeweed out instantly, because I just planted that one. Okay, so you will want to watch that. Okay, let's throw that there. Oh, I shouldn't have actually put that there. Oh well. You know what? I'm going to dig it up, so that way I can do this, and then this. Now that opens up another lily pad and repeater here. I can even go so far as to put another one right here. Put a spikeweed here. Or, not a spikeweed, tangle kelp. There we go. So this is actually a pretty effective strategy, and it's one that's definitely not a bad one to use. I think there are better strategies, all in all, in the game, but the whole spikeweed setup here is definitely, as you can see, it's working out very well. And it is one that I've used before, and it's like I've been saying, it's not a bad one by any means, but there are better strategies out there, like more effective ways to deal with zombies. Actually, do I even want the tangle kelp when I can just have repeaters going all the way out in the pool lanes here? Wow, actually, that buckethead's getting really close. We should be able to take care of him before he eats the snow pea, though, right? Yes, okay. Okay. Repeater can go here, tangle kelp here. Okay, looks like that'll actually just about do it. I don't know why that one buckethead got out so far. Because there were other bucketheads, right? And they didn't get out nearly as far. Okay, let me just, dig this up and then put a squash here and be done with it. But there you go. So the spikeweed strategy, actually a pretty effective one. Alright, here we have torchwood, which is actually another pretty good plant that I just don't particularly use very often myself. Peas that pass through it turn into fireballs, which mean that they deal double damage. As you might be able to guess, though, this doesn't work with snow peas, because I don't remember for certain, but I'm pretty sure if a snow pea passes through it, it just turns it into a regular pea, which is obviously a downgrade from the snow pea. Torchwood is honestly most effective with the 3-peater. For a total of, 500 sun, you can have, like, repeater level coverage on, like, multiple lanes there, which is a pretty good deal. The problem is that if you want to get all 3 Ps to be fireballs, you have to put the torchwood right in front of the 3-peater. Otherwise, it'll only make the 1 P a fireball. But, let's see. Gonna go with our staples here, as well as our emergency item. Gotta show off the torchwood here. I'm just trying to think if I want to do it with 3-peaters or with repeaters. I think that could be more effective with repeaters. And then, let's just go ahead and take a walnut. Yeah, again, I just find the repeater plus torchwood to be just more effective because, like, that's doubling up on already double damage there, even though you have to set up the lanes individually. Might have behooved me to wait till I got a third sunflower out, but it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Yeah, there we go. But again, the three-peater plus Torchwood is not a bad strategy. It's just, again, I don't like the three-peaters myself. Just personal preference there. There we go. Alright, throw another squash down there. Let's get that out. Get a sunflower out. I think I am going to start getting my walnuts out. Just because, again, they take a long time to recharge. Oh, another reason I actually want to get walnuts out early is because I'm going to put the torchwoods right behind them. Okay, let's start with a repeater here. Another tangle kelp there. Last sunflower can go there. I'm going to put that squash there to save that walnut. Come on, just give me 2 more sun here. Thank you. And then I'll put a walnut here. Yeah, I definitely want to start with the repeaters first before putting out the torchwoods. Mistake I almost made just now there. For obvious reasons, just so you can get the firepower on each row there. Okay, so now that I have repeaters and walnuts established on each of my land rows, I think I can start getting the torchwoods out here. Want that tangle kelp as well. Okay, let's start with one here. You see how quickly that cone came off? It's because of the double damage for each pea there. Yeah, and to have one plant dealing 4 times damage on each fire, that's like really, really powerful. Okay, I need to start working on my water rows here in a minute. Ooh, I didn't know those were coming this level. I should have paid more attention. Yeah, those are dolphin zombies. Which are aquatic zombies that move really, really fast. They might be the fastest zombies up till this point in the game, honestly. Yeah, you're definitely going to want Tangle Kelp for those guys, for sure. Okay. At least they're not like scuba zombies in that they stay above the water, but still they move. Like, watch this guy. Yeah, he moves so quickly that even 2 repeaters would not have nearly enough time to get to him. Okay, let's see. I want to start getting walnuts out. Oh, and they're also, I forgot about this actually until just now. They're also like javelin zombies in that they can jump over obstacles. Crap. Yeah, see how he jumped right over that, why can't I think of what they're called? Yeah, he jumped right over that lily pad and squashed there. Just kept on going like it was nothing. Okay, they did manage to take him out before he got to the torch, which is good. Looks like our land rows are still doing perfectly fine, though. So I'm gonna put a torchwood here. And then, as soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna put a walnut here. Oh, shoot. Wow, they ate right through that, huh? Crap. Okay, that was close. Whew, that was close. Yeah, those water lines, like I said, you really gotta watch those. Oh, that's it. Okay, cool, we're done. Whew, alright. A little tougher than I anticipated, but for that we get one of my favorite plants in the game, defensive-wise. This is the tall nut. Yeah, so as you can see, this is a taller, well, as the name implies too, this is a taller walnut that zombies won't be able to jump over. It's also got a lot more HP than the regular walnut does. So the regular walnut's going to be obsolete for now the rest of the game. Okay, let's go with the standard staples there. I'm going to go back to snow peas. I'm not going to bother with the torchwood anymore. Emergency item and the tall nut. So now this is another example of just like, obviously I'm showcasing the tall nut because I just got it, but this is also just like a very solid setup for pool levels right here. And as you can see, I'm pretty much starting each of these levels all exactly the same here. Did I just go a while without talking there? I think I did at the end, like towards the end of the last level there. Like sometimes when I play, that's another issue. Like, and I already mentioned this, I think maybe even earlier in this video. Geez, but like I'm telling you, when I play this game, I just get sucked into it, and sometimes I forget I'm even recording. Like, I just feel like I'm just playing the game, which I guess is a sign of a really like good game, right? Like that it sucks you in that much. But anyway, let's see. I should have looked at what zombies. It's another bad habit of mine, is that I don't always look at what zombies are going to be coming in the level, which you really should do. Will really affect like what plants you're going to want to bring. In the main story, they're pretty good about giving you. Like, we just got this tall nut, which, you know, can't be vaulted over. So that means that they're probably going to send a lot of zombies that can vault over. Shoot. That can vault over a lot of stuff. Yeah, the game's pretty good about giving you plants at a time when they're going to be really useful. Also, no. I was going to say, like, also, maybe I want to get my tall nuts online now, because they do take a long time to recharge, but it's not necessary right now. Okay, this squash should come online here in a moment. There we go. And, okay, you know what? Yeah, it's actually time to... yeah, there's already a javelin zombie over here. But yeah, as you can see, he just ran into the tall nut there and didn't leap over it, which is really, really nice. Like I said, also, the tall nuts have a ton of HP. Like, I don't know if it's twice as much of walnut. It feels like more, honestly, but... again, I don't know the exact numbers as far as that goes. Okay, we got another javelin zombie here. I'm just gonna have a squash get this guy. Okay, that actually recharged a lot faster than I thought it would. Okay, let's freeze him while we wait for the squash to recharge. Squash should recharge before the javelin gets to him. Yep, okay. Wow, that's actually already ready to go. Huh. That tall nut is, dang, that's a lot better than I remember it being. It must just be the walnut that I remember being really bad, because it takes forever to recharge and doesn't have as much HP as, obviously, the tall nut, but... okay. Let's start with our repeaters next. Start getting those out. Let's start here. Ah, see, that money disappeared right as I was about to click on it. Okay, huge wave incoming. We should be able to take care of it just fine. Our land lanes are pretty... well, no, they're not pretty much good to go, but I mean, they're more or less there, honestly. Between the tall nuts and the snow peas, it's going to take a lot of zombies for them to be able to get through. Ugh, you're going to learn to hate that sound. The sound of that dolphin chattering. Lord knows I do. Okay, I need to get some tall nuts established on the water rows at some point. I can actually do that right now. Like that. There we go. And then I can just put Tingle Kelp on the outside like that. Yeah, definitely gonna want a repeater for that bucket head there. Also, I have a lot harder time noticing coins that are on the bottom row, just because there's already so much down here. Okay, repeater can go here. Tingle Kelp there. Oh, I already have a lily pad there. Okay. I was like, why can't I plant there? Got a little panicked there, but... okay. Yeah, now you can see we've got a nice little fortress going on here. The tall nuts, like the regular walnuts, will change expressions a little bit as they get damaged. Like, they always have this, like, little mean glare going on, but as they take a lot of damage, they'll not only wear away at the top, but you'll see little tears start to pop out in their eyes. It's funny though, like you'll see the tears, but they won't actually change their facial expression, which I think is kind of funny. I'm gonna keep going with repeaters here, but if you really want to, you can even plant 2 layers of tall nuts. And then the zombies would just like never ever get through. Let's see. Okay, repeater goes here. Ah, see, I saw that coin disappear. I'm telling you, I'm really bad about that. I think it's mostly because I'm, like, looking out for sun more than I am coins. Also, the gray of the silver coins really tends to blend in with their skin. But listen to me make all these different excuses about why I don't collect coins. Oh, shoot. Yeah, see, I didn't realize there'd be zombonis on this level. Otherwise, I might have brought jalapenos instead of... actually, I would have definitely brought jalapenos instead of cherry bombs. That's really not that big of a deal, though, because we can just use squashes to take care of them as well. I don't know, though, because I know the zomboni will, like, run over your plants and just straight up flatten them. Like, he won't even stop to eat them. He'll just, like, run them over. I don't know if he can do that to tall nuts, though. I guess we might end up seeing. I'm telling you, I do. I cringe, like, every time I hear that sound. Although we've got those guys very much under control on this level, so it's not as big of a deal. Okay, looks like we just got one more wave coming in here. We grab the squash for this guy. I actually should have let him come through just to see if he would run over my tall nuts or not. Would have been smart. And there we go. Okay. Got the letter for the level there. I mean, you guys have been coming to the pool. Oh, whatever. Okay, so being level 10 of the world, it's going to be one of these, like, automatic ones.
Are coming.
Okay, 3-peater we're going to want to put here. And spikeweed I'll put there. Another thing you can do is you can put tall nuts and then spikeweed in front of it. And that way, while they're stopping to eat the tall nut, they'll just sit there and take damage from the spikeweed. Also, that was a really bad placement for that torchwood. I don't know why I put that there. I'll put this here. I'll put torchwood here. Oops, I did not mean to put that there. I meant to put it down here. Yeah, put another 3-peater there. And I'll put another one here. You know what? I'm gonna take care of this one. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, jalapeno I can save. I'm saving the squash as well in case of an emergency. 3-peater there. Another spike strip there. You know what? This lane we could actually really use a tall nut. And or a torchwood. Just to keep it a little more fortified there. I say having dug up a torchwood and a tall nut already, just because I didn't like where they were. Okay. I don't want to put the torchwood down while this guy's right here, though. Another one here. Put the torchwood there. And I'll put a spikeweed there. Oh, I actually just remembered another kind of gripe I have about the 3-peaters. Is that, because, like I said, they have to come out kind of far, because this is where you plant them in order for them to hit the most things. But at the same time, if a zombie is like already made it past like this one, which comes out pretty far, then this one will stop like hitting him because it'll have already passed it, if that makes any sense. Okay, I'm gonna put a squash here for this guy. Actually, I can just tangle kelp him. Definitely gonna want a squash here as well. Hold up there. I was gonna start setting squashes here. Oh shoot, I laid that down way too soon. Yeah, that is the one thing about squashes that it doesn't come up very often, but can happen. Is that they might, I'm gonna start putting 3-peaters here. They might, go after a zombie that's already about to die. Like it's already about to be killed by something else. That is something that can happen sometimes, and it's a huge pain when it does, but again, it doesn't come up super often, but you saw it happen there. Yeah, I'm starting to put 3-peaters here, because I'm running out of row on these lanes, and they'll still fire on 3 lanes from the middle one here. Again, you just don't want to put them on the very top or very bottom lanes, because then they'll only be firing on 2 rows instead of 3. But I guess this is also not an awful setup for regular level, like spikes and tall nuts and 3-peaters and torchwood. But again, there are just better setups as well. Okay, I'll put spike wood there. Or spike weed, rather, not spike wood. Let's see. Well, I mean, we're looking pretty good here. I need more lily pads. I'd like another lily pad and tall nut for right here. Speaking of which, I gotta get that squash out to protect this lane. I guess I can put that here. Okay, they actually did take him out. That's good. Okay, gotta put a squash there for that one and for this one. I guess at this point, since I don't have anywhere else to put it, I'll just put this 3-peater here. Why can't I put this down? Oh, really? Is it because of the ice? Even though it's like barely... It's not even really on this square, but... Yeah, you can see I can't plant anything here because of the ice. I can actually clear it off with that, and then... I guess I'll just start throwing this torchwood off. Okay, finally. Although it was too late, yeah. There we go, okay. And with that, we are finally done with the second half of the pool level, but what's this? An aquatic mushroom, huh? Yeah, you can probably guess based on this what World 4 is going to be like, but we'll have to see about that for sure in the next video. So, thank you so much for watching this episode of Plants vs. Zombies. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and start with World 4 and see if we can put that aquatic mushroom to use. This is XLex, signing out. Have a good day.